It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The first month of the season has flown by, and we are on to October. We've got a captivating matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the Colts coming off a tough year, just 4 wins in 2022. You think that they can compete this year in the AFC South?
I do, because I think it's a wide-open division, brand new head coach, brand new way of doing things, likely a brand new quarterback, and a defense that I think is a little bit on the underrated side. So yes, absolutely, I think they can compete in their division.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Evans gets it again on second down. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first and 10, it's Evans. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll toss this out right for Evans. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Open man, that's Skoranek. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Maher is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Has an open man. Skoranek. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give up the middle to Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for this with Evans. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Maher able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Richardson now on 2nd down. He'll dunk that one off to Moss, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 50 at Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Richardson. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, man. Let's be perfect. Let's go. It's showtime, baby.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. This one completes Alec Pierce. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
We were certainly treated to an
Coach.
entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Richardson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Off play action, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run on first down with Moss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again here with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his open man. It's Mallory. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Play action. Stafford has an open man. Skoranek. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Running right, this is Evans. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Evans running behind center, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. To return is McKenzie. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Richardson and the Colts now down 6-0. A little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Get him going, baby. Let's dominate this. Ready, break.
Here's Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Pass complete to Allie Cox. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
One last shot for Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.